We welcome you, quizzing enthusiasts, to the second phase of the Indo-Pacific Quiz Competition 2022, organized by Rajagiri College of Social Sciences, supported by the US Mission in India. Saw 2,100 participants from more than 14 countries in the Indo-Pacific region. The US Embassy in India is one of the largest US diplomatic missions in the world, a reflection of the importance of the United States places on its relationships with India. Rajagiri Rajagiri has successfully established and maintained the apt ambience for learning and the highest level of academic performance by providing state-of-the-art infrastructure and facilities in these institutions. International partnerships have been established with reputed management and social work institutions across the globe. This allows the college, the faculty, and the students to stay abreast with the constant changes occurring as Rajagiri is becoming truly global, with its graduates being placed and working around the world. First, we'd like to show you a glimpse of life at Rajagiri.
As a proud alumnus of Rajagiri, I'll always cherish the memories of my student life spent here, every minute of it. I felt blessed to be trained by highly qualified and capable teachers with global experience. I loved the facilities I had at my disposal and its widespread and picturesque campus. That included the well-maintained library, most advanced classrooms, even more relaxing campus atmosphere. And not just me, but every student here is guided to achieve their goals through different workshops, seminars, and meetings. The initiatives such as the Rural Sensitization Camp, Calypso, Forms, the Forum of Rajagiri Management Students, and Inflore, South India's biggest international management fest, it all gave us an opportunity to better ourselves. Hone our leadership skills while encouraging us to be good team players. all helped us to change from vulnerable beginners to bloom into bolder personalities. The campus, enriched with greenery as well as the green initiatives, such as the animal farm to the recycled campus decor, will always remain special to me and my friends. Thank you, RBS, for all the memories.
The quiz master for the event is Mr. Mitesh Agarwal, CTO, Google Cloud, SE Asia and Partners APAC, who has served as the quiz master of the prestigious Rajagiri NBQ since 2015. For the past 6 years, his presence and expertise have provided tremendous value and expedited our success. We are humbled by your esteemed presence, sir. We would like to welcome our star, the beloved participants of the event. First, we have Dhruva C. and Bhanusutta from PES University, Bangalore. We have Imandar Saikia and Navneeta Bhuvin from Sibsagar College. Sain Muzamdar and Bishwain Bhattacharjee representing Guwahati Medical College. Ashwini Kumar Sharma and Arunabh Sharma representing Guwahati University. Rava Sai Sathwik and Pratik Nayan representing IIM Tiruchirappalli. Dr. Syed Murtaza and Dr. Fateen Sharif representing Deccan College of Medical Sciences. Nikhil Joshi and Mayank Chowdhury from Sri Ram College of Commerce. Santok Malik and Uday Bansal representing IIM Lucknow.
Hi everyone. Morning. This is Mitesh. May I just request everyone to turn on their video cameras so that we can see all of you? Okay, I think I see.
Yeah, speakers have covered. What the hell? Okay. Yes, we go.
One guy.
We one guy.
I can't see assets.
Yes, can you go on mute for a moment if you don't mind? And Deccan College of Medical Sciences, can we have your video on? PS University, can you just go mute, please?
Our video is on. Can you check? See us? Hello?
No, we're not able to see you.
Yeah, it is on, but let me just check. Let me just check my camera settings. Give me a minute.
No problem. All right. While the Deccan College team, comes back on, I hope all of you are able to hear me clearly and see me clearly. All right, excellent. We'll also do a quick test to check if you can see the slide. Maybe we can just have, each of the team just put a thumbs up or some sign in which you can see it. I am Trichy. Are you able to see it? Perfect. Thank you.
Sir, the
Sibsal.
voice is a little. Sir, the voice is a little feeble. Could you speak up a little louder?
Okay. Is that a problem for everyone? Because I'm speaking quite loudly.
Okay. Our end. Okay. That's fine, sir. Thank you.
No problem. Maybe you have a lot of background noise actually, PES. It's perhaps because of that. Okay. Can all the teams also log in to buzzin.live where your buzzers, we are able to see you? I think PES has not yet logged in. It has to be only on your mobile, please.
Hello. Hello. Yeah. He's just going to get another laptop to log on. There's some problem with the camera here.
Okay. Which team is this? PES, can you please log into buzzin.live? We don't see you.
Yes, sir. Just a minute.
Thank you. Just waiting for Deccan College. A couple of small requests. Please make sure that you have your hands visible to everybody on screen. You're live on YouTube already. So I would sincerely request that you have one of the team members having the mobile phone for the buzz, and both the team members to always have their hands up, that so that we can clearly see that. I am Trichy. I can see one of you team members clearly up, the other one as well, just
Sir,
so that.
there seems to be a network issue here. Could we relocate? Like, can we get 2 minutes?
Okay, please go ahead and do that. We're anyway waiting for Deccan College.
See me now?
Yes, we can. You'll have to just place the network locally there so that we can see your hands very clearly. Yeah, both the participants, please. Yeah, during the quiz. Thank you. We're just waiting for PES to log back in. They had some network issue.
Yeah, we also had to change the laptop last minute. So, thank you.
No worries. Thank you. This is the fun of doing a virtual quiz. But don't worry, I think some of the teams from here will get on to the campus round, which we will have in October. So we have 4 such rounds in the group rounds. First of all, welcome to everybody to the first ever Indo-Pacific quiz competition this year in 2022, brought to you by the United States Mission in India, the US Consulate, and the Rajagiri Group of institutions. A fantastic collaboration, specifically for college students across the Indo-Pacific countries. Indo-Pacific, as all of you know, is a group of countries defined in a variety of ways, geographically, economically, with oceanic boundaries, and so on and so forth. So it's a fantastic new theme. I've never set questions before on this. We had over 2,700 teams that took part in the online preliminaries, a record, I think, for any quiz. And we have the top 24 from that in the group rounds, as we call them. This is segment 1, or the group round 1, that we have today. Um, Instead of 8 teams, we have 6 teams today. A couple of teams could not make it, that qualified, but they had to drop out last minute due to some urgent, matters that they had to attend to. So we will have in group round one only 6 teams take part from here. So all the best. We're just waiting for PES to log in, and then we'll get going. Maybe what we can do is before PES logs in, we can do a quick check on the buzzer. I do see, most of the colleges logged in except PES, which I think is because of the buzzer. We have IIM Trichy, Guwahati University. I'm just wondering, is that Guwahati University spelled that way?
Yes, sir. It's Guwahati.
It's Guwahati. Is it in the same town?
Sir, this is yes, sir. This is the name of the old Guwahati. The new Guwahati is Guwhati.
Okay, so anglicized all of us. So
Yes, sir.
Old Delhi and New Delhi happening there as well. Thank you. Then we have Sabsagar College. Sabsagar College, where is that based? Can't hear you. No, I can only see your lips moving, but not able to hear you. No, you'll have to perhaps check your microphone settings as well. Okay, let's look at the Deccan College of Medical Sciences. Can you just make sure that you speak into the microphone?
Yes. Hi, yeah. We are from Deccan College of Medical Sciences, Hyderabad.
Cool, thank you. Can both of you speak so that I can kind of make sure that we can hear you clearly?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, perfect. Thank you. I am Trichy. Can you just speak up once for a moment?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. What about the
Hi,
other?
I'm Techi.
Your I am Trichy. Okay. Sibsagar College, you want to try again? No, there's some audio challenge you're having. Maybe we can meanwhile try GMCH.
Yeah, hello. We are from GMCH. Hi,
Perfect.
we are from GMCH.
Thank you very much. So just waiting for a couple of teams to sort out some of the technical challenges. Maybe Shivsagar College, you want to try your microphone's not working. No, it's not that it's feeble. It just can't hear you. Do you want to log back in? Okay.
Sir,
No
are we
worries.
audible?
Yeah, now you're audible. Oh, you were in dialogue. PS, yes, we can. You're audible. Perfect.
Thank you.
See you clearly as well.
Apologies.
No worries, no worries. It's perfectly okay. Just keep your video on. That's our only request. And so that both of you can have your hands in. I can see that. We're just waiting for Sabsagar College, which was having a minor sound check problem. And then we are good to go.
Yeah, how many teams get selected from here?
I have to check. I think it's, let me check with the participants. Just give me
Yes.
1 second. If I sound a bit groggy, I'm sorry. It's over 10 p.m. here. I'm live to you from the city of San Francisco. So sorry about that. So let's just wait for Sabsagar College and then we will be good to go. So looks like today, instead of 8 teams, we have 6 teams. Sabsagar, do you want to speak up now? Hope the mic works. No, there's some issue with your microphone. Please check your microphone settings if it's not connected to some Bluetooth or some such thing. We have all the teams. Sibsagar College, do you have?
Sir, how many teams will be proceeding from this round to the quarterfinals round?
I'm just checking with the organizers.
Yeah, she's true.
Let's see first if Sibsagar College goes in. No, Sibsagar, we're not able to hear you. You don't have another laptop? So just clarified, we'll have the top 4 teams today who will qualify from 6. So good chance for most of you to, qualify today.
Are we available now and we are trying from
Sibsagar team, I think we can hear you, but now we can't see you.
oh, hello?
Can you speak?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Perfect.
Okay, okay.
But I'm hearing myself
Okay.
back. Do you have the YouTube stream on? Yeah, clearly someone has a YouTube stream on.
Is it fine, sir? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is someone in the room that you have has a YouTube stream on? Because I'm hearing myself. No, muting won't help. You will need to make sure that whoever is in the room, or if you have a tab open with YouTube, please switch it off. Sibsagar team, can you go unmute if you don't mind?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so when I'm talking, I'm able to hear myself now.
Hello.
So that means you have the YouTube stream on. Can you please switch that off? Looks like their network is frozen now.
Should be visible. Sir, maybe their microphone is picking up their speaker. There is an option for echo cancellation in the settings. Maybe they can try that. In the StreamYard, they can try that. In StreamYard, they can go to audio and they check on echo cancellation.
Yep, but looks like their network is frozen right now.
Yeah, they're frozen. No,
Yeah, I have. No, actually, their echo cancellation is on. I have checked their setting. As admin, I can check the settings for all of you. That's not an issue.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, let's start. Please keep yourself on mute. All right. Thank you very much, and welcome to the inaugural edition of the online version of the Indo-Pacific quiz competition. As I was explaining, we have 6 teams today. The top 4 of the 6 teams will qualify on to the next round. The only request I have of all participants is to ensure that your hands are visible at all points in time. Right? You can buzz using buzzin.live. I hope the PES team is now logged in to buzzin.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Everybody can go on mute. You're live on YouTube right now. Maybe we can reset the buzzer. Yes. So what we'll do is that this is how the quiz will work today. You have 16 questions, 8 clockwise and 8 anti-clockwise, and 6 rapid-fire questions. The 16 questions which go clockwise and anti-clockwise will appear on screen, and the 6 rapid-fire questions, there will be nothing on screen. I'll just read out of my card out here. Everyone can use buzzin.live, as you can see, or buzz.in, both work. We will go with the sequence of the buzzer. So let me explain what that means. So let's say the question is to IIM Trichy as team A, Guwahati University as team B, GMCH as team C, Deccan College of Medical Sciences as team D, PES as team E, and Sibsagar College as team F, right? Or team 1 to 6. We'll just go in that order. The order here does not really matter because everybody can buzz, and it's not even the first buzzer cut off. So to give you an example, if the question is to IIM Trichy, which is team 1, it'll anyway go as a direct to you. All the other teams can buzz if they think they know the answer. If IIM Trichy gets it right as a direct, then it doesn't pass on the buzzer to anyone. But let's say if IIM Trichy gets it wrong, then it goes to the first sequence of the buzzer. All right. So let's say if GMCH buzzed first, we go to them. If they get it right, plus 20. If they get it wrong, minus 10. This is only for the buzzing part. No negatives to the team whose direct it is. So they can go ahead and, not be worried about a negative. Second, let's say if PES had buzzed after that, then we go with PES, right? In that order till we exhaust everybody. If no one buzzes, we just go in the sequence of clockwise or anti-clockwise, depending on the round. And after that, we just follow that sequence. Is that okay? And what we will do is we will not do infinite bounce and infinite bounce and all of those things, because everybody should get one direct at least. So we are going to make sure that, we get one direct each for everybody. Is that okay with everyone?
For example, sir, we have 16 questions. We have 8 questions. So we have 6 teams. So for the first 6 questions, we'll go directly to each team. What will be the 7th and 8th
Yeah, I'm
question?
coming to that. Since we have a situation, we have the 7th and 8th team. On the 7th question and the 8th question, right, we'll just go and make it a buzzer question for everybody so that everybody has a fair chance, right? And what we will do is that we'll keep the same point system, plus 20, minus 10. What you can go ahead and do, obviously, in that is that this will exactly be like the final rapid fire round, but it will be whoever goes first. But if that team gets it wrong, we go to the next team till we get the final answer. If none of you get it wrong, then everybody's got a minus 10. Is that okay? Guwahati University, does that clarify? Right, just to keep it fair so that I don't want to cut down the questions because of that, right? We already have 8 questions each, so let's go with that. Yes, I think Syed, you have a question.
Yeah. So the direct team gets to answer only after the buzzers, right?
No, first the direct team answers so that there's no pressure on buzzing.
Okay.
The pressure on buzzing is all on the other team. So
After
first,
the direct team answers.
After the direct team answers.
And direct team points is plus 20?
Plus 20, that's it. There's no negatives.
But no negs.
No negs.
Thank you.
All right. Is that clear to everyone? All of you are good. I'm hoping that, we'll have a good glitch-free. Yeah. So, folks, someone clearly has YouTube on. This usually happens on StreamYard when someone has YouTube on. Citizenship College, I'm able to hear myself back.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
We have a question. Hello, sir.
Go ahead. Hey, who's moving the quiz? Admin team, please don't move the quiz. Yeah, go ahead. Sibsagar College, go ahead. You're on mute. Sorry, Sibsagar, you're on mute. I can't hear you then.
Maybe they can join from their phones and use a different phone for the buzzer.
I'm not so sure they seem to have this right. Looks like they're having a technical issue here.
And how many teams are making to the next round? I think I didn't get it.
4 teams.
4 teams.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So all you have to do is not be in the bottom 2. I think we've spent a lot of time, Team Indo-Pacific, on this. How do we want to proceed? Because looks like the Sibsagar team is having a lot of challenges. Sibsagar, can you please speak now? Yeah, there's some problem with your thing. Do you have another PC, laptop? It's very tough, because we can't hear you, though. How do we quiz then?
Hello. Hello, sir.
Is that the
Hello,
Sibsagar?
hello, sir.
Yeah, we can
Hello,
hear
sir.
you. You'll have to turn on your video.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So we have to buzz after the direct team answer. Okay. Yes, is it?
No, you have to buzz as soon as the question is framed. So you have to buzz. I can see on buzzing.com.
Okay. 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 Got it.
Can you go on mute, Sivsagar? Okay. All right. Why don't we just quickly test the buzzers? I will say 1, 2, 3, go, and buzz after that, please. All right. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. Looks like
Why don't we test the buzz? I will
Sivsagar, please don't unmute
buzz
yourself.
after that, please. All right. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. Sivsagar, please don't unmute yourself.
Sivsagar, can you please mute yourself? Sivsagar, we weren't able to hear you. What we will do is that whenever you have to answer, can you please type in the private chat? It's much easier. Okay. Yeah, just both of you keep your hands up, right? And use the buzz in dot live. That's it. All right. We've reset the buzzers. Let's start. All the best. Can we have all the teams back? PS, can you just stay at one place, please? Both the participants. PS.
Sir, before the question pops up, you will say to which team it is directed, right?
Yeah, obviously. The first question goes to you. I am Trichy. The second one to Guwahati University. The third one to GMCH. Fourth one to Deccan, PES, and Sibsagar. In that order. In the clockwise round, for 6 questions, questions 7 and 8, everybody goes on the buzzer like a normal buzzer round. Okay. And then we go anti-clockwise. Is that okay? All right. PES is back. Folks, can I just request you to stay at one place? All right. Let's start. All the best. First question, of the Indo-Pacific quiz 2022 comes. Remember, all the questions are, on the Indo-Pacific region. I now see PES has decided to take a stroll. Looks like they bunked a class and come for this quiz. All right. Are you folks ready, PES? All right. We're going to start. Right. First question coming up on screen for team number 1. I am Trichy. You don't need to buzz, so you can relax. Right. All the other teams, I need to see your hands up, please, just to make sure that, we are fair with everyone. Here's the first question. All the best. All the questions are on the Indo-Pacific region. So just make sure that you think around the Indo-Pacific region. Here's the first one. Dash dash is a phrase now synonymous with the term, I have GMCH who's already buzzed, with the term go crazy, but originally had a special meaning. The term originated in Southeast Asia, where it meant a murderous frenzy or rage. This derived from the state of mind of the Amuko, a class of death or glory warriors who were employed in local power struggles in Java and Malaysia. what phrase? First to I am Trichy. I'm closing the buzzer. GMCH and BCMS have buzzed. So let's stay with them. But first, let's go to I am Trichy for plus 20, no negatives. Go for it, I am Trichy.
Yeah, we are going to take a punt. Is it go crazy? Is it go nuts?
Not go crazy, not go nuts. Let's go to the first team that buzzed. GMCH had buzzed. So GMCH, what's your answer?
Yeah, run amok.
Run amok is absolutely right. So perfect answer there. Plus 20. Let's reset the buzzers. Plus 20 there to GMCH. So I hope everybody now understand how this works, right? So plus 20 to GMCH. This is the phrase or term run amok that comes from the Amukos, right, in Indonesia. So you can see Indonesia is part of the, Indo-Pacific countries. So question from that region. Moving ahead, question now direct to GMC. Sorry, the question, why have we changed the order, folks? We need to keep the same order. Yeah, the next question is to Guwahati University, direct to you, so you don't need to buzz. All the others, it's open on the buzzer. The buzzer has been reset. Here's question 2. There are 3 parts, so be careful before you buzz. Among the geographical entities named for James Cook's expeditions around Australia and New Zealand, there are 3 curiously named ones from his travels between 1769 to 1770. The first is an open oceanic embayment located 13 kilometers south of Sydney. In April 1770, it was, I have PES buzzing. It was the site of James Cook's first landing in Australia. The clues are in yellow. It was named so because of a huge number of plants in and around the bay. I also have I am Trichy buzzing. The second is a large indentation in the northern coast of New Zealand's North Island. It stretches from the Coromandel Peninsula in the west to Cape Runaway in the east. This was named because he noted that abundant resources were there in the area. The third one is the largest of several small bays on the east coast of New Zealand's North Island in the north of Hawke's Bay, and gets its name because Cook, upon landing here, was unable to get many of the provisions he and his crew needed at the bay. What are the names of the 3 entities? Guwahati University, you're direct, so no pressure, no negatives. Just in terms of, split of points, that's only for the normal pass and normal direct, not on the buzzer. On the buzzer, you need to get all 3. You will get 3, 3, and 4, depending on how many parts you get. So for part 1, you get 3, part 2, you get another 3, and part 3, you get 4. So it's 3, 3, 4 in terms of splitting. So part points are available on the...
Sir, I'm guessing one might be the Great Barrier Reef.
Which one?
So we have to even tell the specific which one it is. Okay. So sir, for the second one, I will say it's the Great Barrier Reef.
Mm-hmm.
And for other 2 entities, I don't know. So I will pass.
No problem. Let's first go to the teams that buzzed. PES University, you had buzzed. Can you go and tell us the answer?
Yeah, so we think the first one is Great Barrier Reef.
Okay. What about the second one?
Yeah, we don't know the answer to those.
Okay, so you get a minus 10, unfortunately. I don't know why you buzzed if you didn't know all 3. Let's go to the next team in order. I am Trichy. You had buzzed too.
The first one is the Bay of Bite.
The Bay of?
Bite. B-I-G-H-T.
Okay, B-I-G-H-T. What about the second? Unfortunately, that's wrong. Minus 10 to you too. We'll go in the order of the original clockwise now to the other teams. Let's go to GMCH, which was next in order.
First one will say Botany Bay.
Botany Bay.
I will pass for the other 2.
You pass for the others. Let's go to Deccan College of Medical Sciences.
So we'll guess the first one is Botany Bay. Second one, I'm guessing, is the Useful Island. And the third one is the Useless Island.
Useful Island and the Useless Island. Okay, all nice creative guesses there. Deccan College. Let's move to the next team in order, which is Sipsagar College. Sipsagar, your voice is not coming through, so unfortunately you'll have to use the chat function. and type out the answer, and I will let the teams know what your answer was. Okay, unfortunately wrong. They said the first one is Great Barrier Reef. Actually, none of them are Great Barrier Reef. Can we reset the buzzer? All the other teams had buzzed. I hope I have not missed anyone. Let's first avoid part points. I think the first team to say Botany Bay was GMCH, if I'm right. So you get 3 points. That's the only team that got it right. All the others were either creative or wrong answers. We talked about abundant resources and unable to get many of the provisions. So the first part, yes, huge number of plants is Botany Bay. The second part is Bay of Plenty. And the third part is the Poverty Bay, right? So it's called Bay of Plenty because it had abundant resources. And the third one, they had no resources. So that's why it was called the Poverty Bay, right? So I thought, Syed got at least creative with the answers, useful and useless, but not useful in this case. But no next. So good guessing there going. So 3 points to GMCH, and I think the direct back to them because in order we were going to them.
Yeah, excuse me.
Yes.
I think even we can read Sip Sagar's comments. I can see his comment in the chat. So if he buzzes, everyone else can see his answer, right?
Okay. So I will do one thing. Sip Sagar, you have WhatsApp, right? So can you make sure, I'm sorry on this one, but it's actually not right. But in your case, we're just making a massive exception out here. Ideally, we should be not qualifying you to the next round. Because the basics of having your technical part is there. Everybody else is, worked around it, right? Please WhatsApp.
First आता था, second नहीं आता था.
Second, yeah. So Sipsagar, we'll give you a WhatsApp number, which is where you'll need to answer, right? I'm going to just send that to you. Please WhatsApp on that number. Yeah, we waited for a long time, Sipsagar, for you to log in from another device. You told us you don't have another device. Yeah, you can try that if you want. Maybe your partner's mobile. We can just wait for a second. Maybe the admin team needs to log the new device that Sipsagar College is logging in from and remove them from the old device once they've logged in. Yeah.
Also, yeah, Mitish, we can only see the top 3 buzzers, right? Or can you see even more than that?
No, you all can see only top 3. We can see all that who passed.
All
Yeah.
right.
The top 3 is just what shows for you.
All right.
We have all of them up. Yeah. Yeah, cool. All right. So let's start. I think they are okay. At least we could hear them clearly. Yeah, that's perfect.
Are we audible, sir?
Hear you perfectly. Thank you. You can just go on mute.
Okay.
All right. I hope you're all okay. Let's go back to the quiz. Who was the question back to? GMCH. If I'm right, it was your direct. All right. Direct to you, so you don't need to buzz. Right. All the other teams open on the buzzer to you. Here's question number 3. This is the Araneta Coliseum. Please read the question carefully before you buzz. In Quezon City. In the mid 1970s, it drew an audience of 25,000 to the venue, and this event was watched by over 1 billion people worldwide. Perhaps the first, such event to be watched by 1 billion people worldwide. Remember, this is the mid 1970s. The name given to the event was a misnomer of sorts. That's the most famous name that the event is known for, considering where the event was held. What was the name given to the event and why was it a misnomer? If you know the name of the event, you should be able to work out why was it a misnomer. So this is the Araneta Coliseum. Is anyone buzzing before I close it on the buzzer? Buzzers going 3, 2, 1. No one's buzzed. Question to GMCH.
Yeah, so we'll say this is the thriller in Manila, and it is not in Manila, it's in Quezon City. So that's the misnomer.
Perfect, right answer. Great answering there by GMCH. Plus 20, well worked out. Yes, this is where the thriller in Manila was, there. The interesting part is while most folks know this as the thriller in Manila, the boxing match between Ali and Frazier, while it had the name Manila in it, the match actually happened in a completely different part of Philippines, which is in Quezon City, right? And therefore, in some way, it's a misnomer, right? Because the thriller did not happen in Manila. Great answering there. Well worked out. Plus 20 GMCH. The next team in order of sequence is Deccan College of Medical Sciences. Question direct to you, but open on the buzzer for everybody. Here we go. A primate city is the largest city in its country, disproportionately larger than any others in the urban hierarchy. It is the number one in its country in most aspects like politics, economy, media, culture, universities. Among the best known examples of primate cities are alpha world cities such as London, Paris, Budapest, Lima, Mexico City. I have two teams that have already buzzed, but let's read out the full question. Which city in the Indo-Pacific is considered the most primate city on Earth? What I mean by the most primate city here, it's that it's 40 times larger and 60 times more populated than the country's second largest city. So if you really look at a city like London or Paris, the next largest city is not like this big a gap, right? The next largest city maybe 2x smaller and so on and so forth, right? In various, aspects like politics, economy, media, culture, and universities. Whereas this particular city is that large, right? That the next largest city, in fact, most of you, it could be a good buzzer question, which is the next largest city in that country, right? So which city are we talking about? Question is to Deccan College of Medical Sciences. I have three top teams who have buzzed: IIM Trichy, Guwahati University, and Subsagar College. Let's go ahead and first give it to Deccan College of Medical Sciences. Go for it, Deccan College.
Primate city. He might have framed it like
No, I've not framed it. There's no trick in the question, just to be clear. That's called officially a primate city. So don't think of some monkey city and things like that. Okay. It's just primate city is the official name of what a primate city means. PS, can you make sure that we are able to see your hands?
So, Jakarta. We'll go with Jakarta.
Jakarta is not the right answer. Good guess. Right. Good guess there. Let's go in order of buzzing. IIM Trichy buzzed first. Let's go with IIM Trichy.
Sir, it's Bangkok.
It is Bangkok. Great answer there. Plus 20. Bangkok is a fantastic guess. Okay. Yes, let's do one thing. Not on the points, but just to go back to all the teams. Let's see if anyone knows which is the second largest city in Thailand. And that's why, so most folks would know Krabi, Phuket, all those sort of cities, right? But this particular city, a lot of people don't know that it's the second largest city. So you can imagine the other touristy spots that all of us go to are even smaller. Any guesses on which could be, maybe the audience can guess on YouTube Live? We do have a few audience members out there. Anyone here? Let's see if anyone wants to, try. Maybe reset the buzzer. No points, no negatives, nothing. So just for fun. No one? Doesn't look like anyone knows this. All right. The second largest city is a city called Chiang Mai, right? Which is also a slightly touristy spot, but it is the second largest city in Thailand, right? So, but Bangkok is like 40 times, 60 times larger than the next largest city. Whereas in most other countries, like while Mumbai would be the primate city, in India, the second largest city is obviously, not smaller than Mumbai. So that's the way to look at this. Good answering there, I am Trichy. Next question to PES University as a direct, right? But open to everybody else. You don't need to buzz PES University. Here's your question. In a UNESCO World Heritage Site, masks such as these are worn to cover the back of the head rather than the face. Looks like everybody is buzzed. It is believed that these masks afford protection against a particular source of life-threatening danger present in the area due to a certain trait supposedly exhibited by this threat. What threat and what trait? We need both parts. We have almost everybody buzzing with Guwahati University buzzing very fast.
Can we go on the direct?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so this is in the Sundarban. So the threat is the tigers, right? And the trait is tigers don't attack people when they're seeing them. So when you turn your back to tigers, a tiger would attack you. So the threat is a tiger, and the trait being whenever you turn your back towards a tiger, it tends to attack you. So when you put a face behind your head, the tiger perceives it as it is looking at you and doesn't attack. So the threat would be the tiger. Trait would be like turning your back at the tiger.
Got it. Absolutely right. Plus 20 to you. Right, well done. 20 points to you. I think most of the others knew it as well with the speed at which it was buzzed. The threat is that the man-eating Sundarbans tigers, right? The trait is that tigers supposedly attack from behind, right? So you got it right, both parts, perfectly right. Let's see if we can reset the buzzer. Yes, Team Indo-Pacific, can you please reset the buzzer? So that was 20 points to PES. I think almost everybody's scoring now, which is great. Yeah, so just so that the teams know, PES University got plus 20. No negatives to anyone. Yeah, this is the fifth question. Can we please reset the buzzer at the back end? Students at Rajagiri? Like they're having an issue now. Okay, yeah, I think they've reset. Final question of this round to Sibsagar College. Direct to you, so you don't need to buzz. All the other teams can try it on the buzzer, but that will be a plus 20 minus 10. No negatives for you, Sibsagar. Here we go. The fugu is one of the most celebrated dishes of Japan. Due to certain factors, its preparation at restaurants is strictly controlled by law, and only chefs having qualified after 3 years or more years of rigorous training are allowed to prepare it. It is an expensive dish and can be eaten in various forms, including fried, smoked, in salads, in stews, and in the form of sashimis. Why is the preparation and consumption of this dish carefully regulated? So, question to Sibsagar. There are multiple teams who've buzzed. PES, GMCH, I am Trichy in the top 3 buzzing. So, Sibsagar, but first opportunity to you for a plus 20, no negatives. Go ahead.
Sir, so basically the food is prepared from a poisonous fish. Hello,
Okay.
sir. Are you audible?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, so such that the food is prepared so carefully that the poisons is not affect the consumers. So that's it, sir.
Good answer there. Well done, Sibsagar College. Plus 20 there to you. Very well done. The fugu is a puffer fish which is lethally poisonous to humans. It has to be carefully prepared by removing its toxic parts. Right. Let's reset the buzzer. Plus 20 there to Sibsagar College. Well done. Team question 7 and question 8 is open to everybody on the buzzer. Plus 20 minus 10. Same thing, we'll go in the order of whoever buzzes first, right? If they don't get it right, we go to the next team and the next team till we get the right answer. Is that okay? Okay, here we go. Question open to everybody, so nobody is direct. It's all on the buzzer. Here you go. Baseball is a very popular sport in Japan, especially in the summer. A large quantity of baseball bats. GMCH is already buzzed. Hold on, GMCH. I just want to see how many people have buzzed. Are produced every year with wood from the Aodamo tree or the Japanese ash tree. Considering the environmental cost of cutting down these trees, a company called Josemon in central Japan has come out with an innovative solution to reduce the impact of the trees being cut down. Josemon works specifically with discarded and broken baseball bats. How do they repurpose these bats? I have only one team that is buzzed. I'm going to give it another 3 seconds before we close it on the buzzer. 3, 2, 1. No one else buzzing. So the first team on a flash was GMCH. GMCH, go for it.
Yeah, so these are used to make chopsticks.
Perfect answer there. These are used to make chopsticks. Absolutely right. Think logically. They recycle the discarded and broken bats to actually make chopsticks. All right. Fantastic answer there. Well done. Plus 20 there to GMCH. Very well done. Here's the final question of the clockwise round. All open on the buzzer again to everybody. Plus 20, minus 10. Here you go. The koru, or the Maori for loop or coil, DCMS has buzzed, is a spiral shape based on the appearance of a new unfurling silver fern frond. It's an integral symbol in Maori art. Its shape conveys the idea of perpetual movement, while the inner coil suggests returning to the point of origin. The koru is therefore said to symbolize the way in which life both changes and stays the same. Where are you most likely to have seen a representation of this? So we have the top 3 teams buzzing are Deccan College of Medical Sciences, followed by PES, followed by GMCH, but we'll go first to Deccan College of Medical Sciences.
So this is the fern that you see on the New Zealand cricket team logo.
The fern on the New Zealand cricket team logo. Unfortunately, that's a minus 10. That's not the right answer. Right, let's go in the next order to PES University. Minus 10 there to Deccan College. PES, what's your guess?
Would this be a butterfly? So,
sorry, what was that?
A butterfly. So it's inspired from a butterfly.
Inspired from a butterfly. No, that's not the right answer. Minus 10 again to you. Tricky one. GMCH. You had buzzed. Go for it.
We'll say the logo of ANZ.
What does ANZ? You mean ANZ Bank?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, that's going to be a minus 10. Right. No one. Did anybody else buzz on this team, Rajagiri? Sibsagar, you had buzzed, I believe, next.
So we see the representation of this in the Haka dance.
Not in the Haka dance. Minus 10 to you too. Who's next? Let's see on the buzzing. Did anybody else buzz? Doesn't look like it. No one else buzzed. Okay, here's the answer. The answer is this is the logo of Air New Zealand. Okay, so if you see this, right, this is where you see exactly the same logo of Air New Zealand, right, put up as that art, right? I think you said ANZ Bank. That's not even a New Zealand entity. It's actually an Australian entity, right? But Air New Zealand is what we were looking for. Good try, but a lot of teams unfortunately getting negatives, right? Read the questions and then come back. Okay, let's see the scores of the teams on the ticker, please. After every 5 questions, we had said we'll have the scores. Let's see if you have the scores ready at this point in time. We are just about 40% done in the quiz. We'll have another 8 questions anti-clockwise and then do a final 6 questions on the buzzer. Let's see the scores. Teams, do we have the scores ready, please? Should we come back if you're not ready? Okay, doesn't look like the teams have scores. We'll come back as soon as they are ready. No problem. Let's move forward. We go anti-clockwise at this point in time. All right. Let's start back with team number 6, which is Sibsagar College this time. Right. Then we go to PES, Deccan College, same format. All of you are aware of the format. Here's the first question that's coming up on screen for all of you, but direct to Sibsagar College. A certain location in Australia receives hundreds of parcels. We have Guwahati University that's already buzzed. And the packages vary in size from a few grams to approximately 32 kilograms. They come back with letters of apologies asking for forgiveness and for removal of a curse which has led to personal misfortune for several people. Which location? All I need is the location. So Sibsagar College.
We are passing it, sir.
Passing.
Pass.
Okay, let's go to Guwahati University.
So we will pass. This was a miss buzzer. So we just press this.
Okay, unfortunately, we'll have to give you a -10 on this. Let's go in the reverse round. PES University.
Is it the Devil's Horn?
Not the Devil's Horn. Let's go back in order to Deccan College of Medical Sciences. No, sorry, is it Deccan College or is it GMCH? Deccan College, right? Okay, go ahead. Can you unmute yourself, please?
So go for the Sydney Opera House.
Not the Sydney Opera House. Okay, let's go to GMCH now.
We'll say the House of Don Bradman.
House of Don Bradman. Okay, no. All good guessing. Let's go back to who have we left? We have Guwahati University at Buzz, so I am Trichy. No negatives, so go ahead.
Yeah, which is Darwin.
Darwin. You
Yeah.
mean? What do you mean by Darwin?
Darwin is a place like.
Okay, that's like a huge place. But no, it's not Darwin, right? Unfortunately, no one gets this. Let's see if someone in the audience gets it. Well, the right answer there for you is the Uluru or the Ayers Rock. So what people do is that they go and start picking up rock pieces, thinking that that's going to be a nice thing because of all the rock and lava and the red colored rock that you get there, and they eventually realize that that's huge misfortune. Although it's not really based on any original law or even the aborigines or the law of the Anangu don't think of it that way, but a lot of people generally have a misfortune, right? And hence the apology. So they go back and deposit it at the same place and face huge hardships. Right?
Sir,
So
can you please reset the buzzer? I just pressed
yes,
it.
we're doing that. Yeah, we're doing that. Please reset the buzzer. I think the scores might be ready at this point in time. Let's see what the scores are. If the team can, the technical team can flash up the scores. I think there's a scrolling part that's there. Okay, team, do we have the scores or is it a false alarm again? Okay, so we have I am Trichy at 10, Guwahati University at -10, Guwahati Medical College and Hospital at 53 points, leading the quiz. Deccan College of Medical Sciences at -10. PES University 0, and Sibsagar College at 10. Okay, I hope all of you are keeping your scores as well, right? So remember that lots of questions, so don't worry about it. Let's move to the next question. The next question is up for PES University as a direct, and then we go anti-clockwise depending on the buzzer. All right, the buzzers have been reset. Here you go. Next question. Often called the national food of this country, this dish emerged as a way to avoid wasting food before refrigeration technology existed. Considered an influence from the Ming dynasty of China, it also necessitated the use of the Chinese wok. Which dish? And if you know the dish, it's highly likely you'll know the country. It's almost like if you remember the origin of avial in India, right? Was supposed to be this dish that was put together because nobody wanted anything to go waste. So they mixed up everything and made it. So similarly, this dish is a national dish of this country. A fairly famous dish, so it's not obscure, just so that you're clear. If all teams are okay, I can add another clue. All right. The clue is that the literal meaning of this dish is fried rice. Anybody wants to buzz? So in the local language, it means fried rice. It's a fairly famous dish available in India if you are, if you like food from this region. Remember that all questions are related to the Indo-Pacific. So it's one of the Indo-Pacific countries. All right, no one buzzing. So PES University, let's go with you first.
We don't know the dish, we would say it's Singapore as a country.
Not Singapore.
Singapore as a country.
Got it, but not Singapore. Let's move to the next team in order, which is Deccan College of Medical Sciences.
So,
Drunken noodles or pad thai. Hakka noodles. Yeah.
We'll go for Hakka noodles and Thailand.
Hakka noodles and Thailand. I thought at least you would say pad thai. No. And I said fried rice literally, so I don't know why you would guess noodles, right? Let's say GMCH. Let's go to them.
Okay, for the country we'll say Bhutan, and the dish will say imadachi.
Imadachi and Bhutan. Okay, Bhutan's not in the Indo-Pacific, right? They're trying to get into, right? So at least you should guess a country out of the Indo-Pacific. Let's move to the next team, which is Guwahati.
So we'll be passing, sir. So we'll be passing.
I am Trichy. Over to you.
Sir, nasi goreng from Indonesia.
Perfect answer. Nasi goreng from Indonesia is the right answer. It literally means fried rice, right? This is the nasi goreng in Indonesia. So if you see nasi goreng, the way they do is whatever's leftovers, including any meat leftover, everything, they just mix it and fry it, right? So it's very similar to avial. Any of the things that are leftover, they just put it in there and fry it, right? So that's nasi goreng. Great answer there by I am Trichy. Well done. Plus 20 to you. Scorers, please note. Next question to Deccan College.
Plus 10, right?
No, there's on the pass also it's plus 20. There's no plus 10, right?
It was, I think the rules in the beginning was plus 10 for passes.
No. I can show you the rules, right? It's plus 20 minus 10, right? Plus 10 is for the last round on the buzzer. Yeah. Okay. Moving on to you, Deccan College of Medical Sciences, right? Question direct to you coming up here. In 2017, the Chinese MOE replaced the start date for the Second Sino-Japanese War from 1937 to 1931 to account for Japanese occupation and the puppet control of a territory that is today divided with Russia. Also, a cuisine connection may help you identify this territory. Which resource-rich territory are we talking about? Two teams have buzzed. I am Trichy and GMCH, and PES has also buzzed as the top three. Let's go first with Deccan College of Medical Sciences. Yes, Deccan College. Any guesses? Did we lose Deccan College? Okay, looks like we lost them. Let's go to IIM Trichy, who buzzed first.
Sir, Manchuria.
And how did you get to Manchuria?
Yeah, so in 1931, the Japanese Imperial Army invaded Manchuria and they converted the region into Manchukuo, a puppet state. And now it is divided between Russia and China, and the dish is Manchurian.
Beautiful answer. Plus 20 there, IIM Trichy. Very well done. Fantastic answer. Right, great quizzing there. I think we lost the Deccan College team. They seem to have a power outage sort of thing because the whole screen went dark. Let's just give them a few seconds to come back. Let's see what the scores are. Meanwhile, I'll flash out the answer for everyone. Perfect answer there and very well explained on the right story. So after 11 questions, we have IIM Trichy at 50. Fantastic two answers back to back. Guwahati University still recovering from that minus 10. Guwahati Medical College and Hospital at 53 points, still leading. Deccan College of Medical Sciences, unfortunately, at minus 10. PES University and Sibsagar College, I think, got some minuses as well and negated their positive scores.
Yeah, we are really sorry. We had a power cut immediately as we were giving the answer out. So sorry.
Okay, I hope you didn't have Manchuria as your answer. All of us would feel.
Very unfortunately, we had the answer, and as soon as I unmuted myself, we had a power cut. So sorry. It's okay. It's okay. It's from
No
my end.
worries. No worries. No worries. Happens. No issues. All's fair. Uh, Looks like we have our top two very safe, right? Remember, only 4 teams go out of the 6 out here. So all you need to do is not be in the bottom 2, right? That's the one way of playing the game. But some great buzzing there by IIM Trichy in the last 2 questions. Let's move to the next question. Moving on to, I think the next question is to GMCH, if I'm right. Okay, let's go GMCH. Question direct to you. Colugos are mammals native to Southeast Asia, evolutionarily close to primates. This is a different primates, just to be clear. There are 2 species, one being the Philippines dash dash or the Cynocephalus volans. Despite what the name suggests, they are arboreal. I hope all of you know what arboreal means, and have only a minor resemblance to a primate species native to an African island. Fill in the blanks. Anyone buzzing? Okay, no one buzzing. Let's go first to GMCH. GMCH, you're direct.
We'll guess orangutan.
Not an orangutan. Could be. Let's move to the next team in order, which is Guwahati University.
No.
So we will pass. Sir.
Okay, let's go to IIM Trichy. Let's see if they're going to make it a hat trick.
Yeah, sir, it's a lemur. I'm not sure which lemur. It's a tree lemur or something. Lemur is also found on Madagascar island of Africa. It's a lemur. Some lemur it is. I'm not sure.
Okay, let's pass you. Let's go to Sibsagar College.
Is it flying lemurs? I think so.
It is the flying lemur. Well worked out. Absolutely. This is the flying lemur. Sorry, I can't give you any points for lemur. Right. The flying lemur is the right answer. That is why I said it is like not arboreal, right? Like its other counterparts. So plus 20 there to Sibsagar College. I think they're back in the positives with this 20 points there. Next question, direct to Guwahati University, if I'm right. Let's see whether you are able to crack this one. Hope I do. This 1981 Time magazine cover references an epic literary work. The work was written in blank verse and published in 1667. What has been blanked out? So it says South Florida, if you see there. Remember, US is very much part of the Indo-Pacific, right? And this is a cover from November 23, 1981. The exact date does not matter. Remember, it was the 1980s. So Sibsagar College is buzzed as well. So some pressure there on Guwahati University. Yes, Guwahati University. Do you have a guess? Just remember that, it references an epic literary work. There are a few epic literary works that were written in blank verse. I hope all of you know what blank verse means.
Sir, I will guess this is a work by John Milton. So blank verse. No.
John Milton's blank verse.
Yeah, this is a work by John Milton.
Okay, that's not the answer. Let's move to team before Guwahati is I am Trichy.
Sir, we have.
Oh,
sir,
sorry.
We have,
Buzzed, my bad. Go ahead,
so
Sibsagar.
it's John Milton's Paradise Lost.
It is John Milton's Paradise Lost. Perfectly right. I'm very surprised that you said John Milton and didn't get Paradise Lost. Right. Not so sure if you didn't know Paradise Lost, you would know other books of John Milton. But maybe it was just temporary amnesia there. No issues, but no negatives as well there. So plus 20 there to Sibsagar College. They are on a roll. Can we reset the buzzer? Question now to I am Trichy. Direct to you and open on the buzzer for everybody else. Here you go. A Malay trading port known as Dash existed on the island of Singapore by the 14th century. The settlement changed hands several times in the ensuing centuries and was eventually burned in the 17th century and fell into obscurity. The British founded modern Singapore as a trading colony on this particular site in 1819. Which port or site whose name still exists in the name of a very famous entity? And this is also the reason, Singapore's premier entity is named after this port, because Singapore is literally founded, a modern Singapore there. The British founded it there. Very famous name. Okay, no one buzzing.
Changi.
Not Changi. Good guess. Very good guess. Sibsagar. Sibsagar College. Passing. PES University.
That's correct. Lee one.
Lee one. Sorry, Lee one? No. I guess you wanted to say Lee Kuan Yew, but that's not a place. That's the name of Singapore's first prime minister. Deccan College of Medical Sciences.
This is the Mandalay Bay or Mandalay.
No, I think you're thinking of Mandalay Bay from a totally different region, right? Not that. Let's move to GMCH.
Yeah, we'll say Shanghai Bay and HBSC.
HSBC. Okay, that's in Hong Kong. Remember, this was in Singapore, right? Good guesses. At least you're thinking of entity names. Guwahati University.
Pass.
Pass. Doesn't look like anyone got this one. No negs as well to anyone. Let's see if someone in the audience gets it. This is actually an easy one. All of you are going to say, oh, I knew this. This is Temasek. That's how Singapore's investment arm is called, Temasek, right? So all investments that Singapore makes is, using the name Temasek Investments, right? Or the Temasek Investment Board and so on, right? Very, very big premier body, invested in a number of units even across the Indo-Pacific. Right, so that was the last question, of this particular set, but we have two more on the buzzer, as you know, before we get into the final 6 buzzer.
Can I have a small request?
Yes.
Because we actually missed a chance on a direct. Can we have one direct question?
No, I think that would be unfair to everybody, right? We have 2 questions open on the buzzer to everyone, so we should have that ready as well here. Guwahati University, before I start, I hope you're okay, because suddenly you went dark as well, like Deccan College. So before I can...
we are okay, just our current, yeah, it's okay now.
Okay, cool. All right, great. Thank you. Open on the buzzer, plus 20, minus 10 for 2 questions. First question coming up here. Oh, sorry. One sec, please. Just press the wrong button, my bad. Give me one sec. Okay. Adding it to the stream now. Let's see this. Thus far, only 4 foreigners have been awarded honorary citizenship of South Korea. It is a symbolic honor, and hence the recipient does not receive any rights, privileges, or duties held by a citizen of South Korea. The three recipients that are there on the list are Marianne Stoger, an Austrian nun who worked in a leper colony, Margarita Piserek, who worked in the same colony for close to 4 decades, and Patrick James McClinchy, an Irish Catholic missionary. So you see all three are missionaries, but this one is a completely unique person on the list, not one of those folks who went up and set up a colony there or so on, or helped with any humanitarian efforts. Right? Who was the first recipient of this for a very, very unique thing for South Korea as a nation? A foreigner, extremely revered now in South Korea as a nation. And later, interestingly, another Indo-Pacific country as well used him, but was not as successful. Right? So Vietnam tried to use him, but wasn't really very successful. Guwahati University has buzzed. Anybody else buzzing before I close? No one buzzing. So Guwahati, you take it away.
I think this one is Gus Hiddink for his 2002 World Cup South Korea semi-final. I think the coach
Perfect answer. Very, very great answer. Really happy that you cracked that on the buzzer. This is Gus Hiddink, the coach of the South Korean football team, right, who led them to the semi-finals of the World Cup in 2002. Right, very well done. Okay, great. We have one more question on the buzzer. Let's see how that goes. Open to everybody. Let's reset the buzzer. It's all set. So plus 20 on the previous one to Guwahati University. They're back in the positive. Good going. Final question of the anti-clockwise round. Open on the buzzer to everybody. Here you go. BWS is an Australian retail chain. It opened its first store in 2001 and is owned by Woolworths. What do the initials stand for? A reference to the products they sell. It's quite simple if you work it out. Woolworths is Australia's biggest retail chain. Guwahati University has buzzed again. They are on a roll. Let's see if any other team... Just hold on, Guwahati. I just want to be sure that the order is right. Sibsagar is next. Anyone else buzzing before I close? 3, 2, 1. No one buzzing. Let's first go with Guwahati and then with Sibsagar.
Sir, I will guess with beer, wine, spirits.
Perfectly right answer, right? Beer, wine, spirits. At this time in the night here at 11:15 p.m. for me, that's what I need. But unfortunately, I don't drink, right? But BWS, it's beer, wine, spirits. Absolutely right. Well done. Great answer. 2 in a row there by our good friends from Old Guwahati or the Guwahati University. Very well done. Let's see the scores at this point. So scores after the clockwise and anti-clockwise. I am Trichy at 50. Guwahati University with those 2 fantastic answers, 30. Guwahati Medical College still leading, right? They did very well in the first half, but second half hasn't been good at 53. Deccan College of Medical Sciences, you have 6 questions to get back in the quiz. PES University, at 0. So you both are at the bottom. And Sibsagar, some great answering there, 50 points. So buck up Deccan College and PES. Right, the 2 South teams are the ones who aren't doing very well. I am Trichy is holding the flag very high from the South out there. Let's go now to the rapid fire round. Nothing coming up on screen, so you don't have to do anything. Maybe I can even remove, you don't need to see anything on the screen. There are no visuals, nothing, right? All I'm going to do is ask you questions from my cue card. The question.
Sir, can you just tell what is the positive and negative for this?
Yes, I'm telling you. No problem. So the way this round works is that you have plus 10, minus 5. Okay. However, until I complete, so it's the same thing. We go in the order of buzzing. So if 3 teams buzz or 4 teams buzz, team 1 gets the first choice, right? Team 2 gets the second choice, and so on and so forth, right? Whoever's buzzed in that order. However, if I have asked the question and I've not completed the key part of the question and nobody has buzzed or only one team has buzzed and got it wrong, I will complete the full question till the key part of the question is asked so that everybody gets a fair chance. Okay. So to give you an example, many times you just say what and somebody gets excited. Like I think Guwahati University was earlier excited and unfortunately pressed the buzzer. right? And then it goes waste for everybody, right? So it's not fair. So I will complete the reasonably logical part of the question. So do wait for that, but some teams can always read others' minds, especially the quiz masters. So you're welcome to buzz. So we will always keep the question open and live till the key part of the question is asked. Unless by some fluke or some chance or whatever, you get the answer right without even hearing the question. But that will be really amazing. Somebody would have really hacked into my laptop for sure. Okay, here we go.
Sir, can you give me 1 minute? I am just facing some issue with my buzzer.
Sure. Which team is this?
The Guwahati University, because sometimes so you are disconnected, then it comes back. So just we'll check that.
Okay, no problem. Please check. You can just press once and check, and then we'll reset it. High stakes here. Keep the score ticker on. Six questions plus 10 minus 5, as I said. Final 6 questions of the quiz. Let's just wait for Guwahati University, who has apparently some buzzer issues. Okay, you've buzzed and you're fine. Okay, did some other team also buzz?
Okay, sir.
Okay, great. All set. Question 1 coming up. These questions are much, much simpler. We've kept the quiz very accessible and so on. Let's start. Question number 1, plus 10 minus 5. This particular cup or trophy is named after an Indonesian sportsman. Okay, I said Indonesian sportsman, and Deccan College of Medical Sciences buzzed. Go ahead, Deccan College.
What is it, cup?
The Indonesian.
Badminton.
Okay, can't take so much time.
We'll go with the what's called the Uber Cup. Sorry.
Not the Uber Cup. You should have allowed me to complete the question. Okay, PES University. Go ahead. Buzz.
So is it Sudirman Cup?
It is the Sudirman Cup. Plus 10 there to you. Well done. It is the Sudirman Cup, right? I was going to say the only, badminton trophy named after an Indonesian sportsman, right? It is the Sudirman Cup. Let's reset the buzzer. Plus 10 there to PES University. I think they are at least back to the positives now. The next question. Listen to the full question. That's my suggestion, but up to you if you already know the answer. Remember, questions can be tricky too, so I may change it, and reverse the order sometimes. Okay, this is not one of those questions, but here is the question. Milford Sound, MILFORD SOUND, Milford Sound, a destination termed by Rudyard Kipling as the 8th wonder of the world, is in which Indo-Pacific country? Deccan College has buzzed. No other team can buzz after this.
New Zealand.
New Zealand is the right answer. Well done. Plus 10 there, Deccan College. New Zealand is right. Let's reset the buzzer. Okay, there's a hot contest. Let's see the scores again. Looks like, suddenly the teams who are at 30 are going to feel the pressure. The teams sitting at 53 and 50 are smiling. I can see IM, Trichy, GMCH are all like, okay, I'm not touching the buzzer. Let others commit harakiri, right? Also a term from an Indo-Pacific country. Here's the next one. All hands on the buzzer. Buzzers reset. If the most recent prime ministers, please allow me to complete the list on this one. If the most recent prime ministers of this country are Fumio Kishida and Yoshide Suga, who preceded them? Okay, I am Trichy has buzzed, followed by PES University. I am Trichy. It is Shinzo Abe, absolutely right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I thought Shinzo Abe.
Plus 10 there. PES University would have loved to get that one right and come out ahead. Let's see the score tickers again. Plus 10 there to I am Trichy on the last question. We have 3 more questions to go for the first group round of the Indo-Pacific Quiz Competition 2022. Can we have the score ticker just so that we have that? I am Trichy clearly going into our offline round at 60 points. Guwahati University at 30. They are hoping nobody steals the next 3. Guwahati Medical College and Hospital at 53. Deccan College of Medical Sciences hasn't done themselves too many favors today. PES University at 10 and Sapsagar College 50. So I guess it's all between PES University, DCMS, and Guwahati University, right? Guwahati is going to hopefully not commit any harakiri, and the other 2 are really going to give it a shot. Okay. And I hope all the others won't spoil it for the other teams. It's a nice contest going on. Here's question number 4 of the rapid fire round. In 2021, Maria Ressa became the first Nobel laureate. We have GMCH that is buzzed, PES University that is buzzed, and no one else. GMCH.
Yeah, she was from Philippines.
That is the right answer. In 2021, Maria Ressa became the first Nobel laureate. From which country? It is Philippines. I think I don't need to ask the other 2 questions because it won't make any difference to the scores. So, am I right? Yeah, I think let's see the final scores, right? Final scores. I am Trichy at 60 points. Congratulations, topping this round and going through clearly into our offline round at campus. Guwahati University, good going, good 2 answers, 30 points to you. See you again in Kochi, Guwahati Medical College and Hospital, topping this round with the last one, 63 points. Unfortunately, Deccan College of Medical Sciences crashing out, PES University crashing out, fantastic 2 teams, and Sibsagar College at 50. Very,
There are
very
2 more questions left, right?
Yeah, but you
But
cannot...
if PES gets both right, they can compete with.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I get that right. So PES. So let me request one small thing. Let this be between PES and Guwahati University, right? All the teams, like, don't try to spoil it for them. That's my only request because it doesn't help them. Thank you for calling that out, Syed. Very sporting of you. Here's the next one. Ready? Guwahati and PES. The Quad is a strategic security dialogue first established in 2007 between Australia, US, India, and which country? The Quad has 4 Indo-Pacific countries as well. If 3 of them are Australia, US, India, and... Okay. I am Trichy and Guwahati has buzzed. So can I request, as I said, we'll go with Guwahati because I requested all the other teams not to buzz. Guwahati, go for it.
So this is Japan.
It is Japan. Well done. Very well done. Right. So you get through. Well done. It is the 4 countries, which is Japan is the 4th country. So Guwahati. So both the teams from Guwahati get in. Well done. So the final lineup, we unfortunately have to say goodbye to PES University and Deccan College of Medical Sciences. They unfortunately couldn't make it to the top 4, but we have our 4 teams who will get in directly. I am Trichy, Guwahati University, Guwahati Medical College and Hospital, and of course, the team which had a bit of technical challenges at the beginning, but really came through at the end. Sibsagar College, very well done. Happy to see all of you offline in Kochi for our quarterfinals when we meet next. Hope all of you enjoyed the quiz in the inaugural edition of the Indo-Pacific quiz. We'll see all of you again live on YouTube tomorrow with round 2 or segment 2 of the group rounds. Thank you very much. Have a great day and a great weekend ahead. Bye-bye. Thanks, everyone. We can log off.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.